It's raining outside. I'm about to roll up some of this fish scale right here. Shit. Tell y'all a quick one. Quick little story, man. Quick little story. Quick little warm up. You feel me? So, I was probably like 15. Yeah, 15. 15 working at the bookstore. And we had a lady working there. Her name was Kayleen. Kayleen was probably in her 30s. Mid-30s, I would say. I never asked her her age. You don't ask a woman her age. Especially when she gets in those type of digits. 30s, 40s. Oh, no. Don't ask, don't tell, my good friend. So, I'm young. I'm working there. And me and Kayleen, we flirt all the time. Harmless flirting. You know, she's a horny old bitch. She's not the cutest thing in the world. And my hormones are off the charts. I'm 15 years old. I will fuck a fat bitch if she strikes me at the right time. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, I'm getting a hard on from putting my jeans on the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to go at all times. And Kayleen is making all these little remarks and this and that and and you know what it is, man. You know when a woman is thirsty and I'm the only thing in the office that's, you know, even close to what she wants, because everybody else is busted. They're older. There's a shipping guy is basically homeless. He stinks like shit. Lives with some dude on a fucking mattress in his basement. Like, I seen the way this dude was living. That shit was scary, bro. It looked like some Amityville, like chainsaw type massacre shit, man. The way these motherfuckers was living. And they was working at the bookstore. This poor Jewish man, he had no idea what he was getting himself into. But that's a story for another time. So me and Kayleen, we flirting all the damn time. This and that. It's giggly gaggly. All the shits, right? So, my boss is Jewish. And it was some kind of Jewish holiday, some shit. He was going on a vacation with his family, and Kayleen was left to run the store. Now, Kayleen is running the store, and I used to think she was cool, you know? Like, we was cool, this and that. She was flirting all the time, making all these little remarks. But as soon as my boss left, this bitch must have got it in her head that she's really the boss. And she started acting weird, man. Oh, you need to tell me before you go on break. This and that. Me and my buddy Manny, the shipping guy, we're in the back hitting the bong. And we got the shipping door open. It's like a pull door. We're in the back hitting the bong. She comes out. She sees us hitting the bong. She's like, oh, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this today. Da-da-da-da-da. You're not going to just be smoking while I'm in charge. We're running a different ship. And we're like, what the fuck? Bitch, I done got you weed before. You done asked me for weed. Like, really? So we're like, okay, Kayleen, it is what it is. You want to be a bitch, you can be a bitch. So she's acting like a bitch the whole time, this and that. So I'm like, you know what? Actually, Kayleen, I got a family emergency. I just got a call. I got to go. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I got to go. So it's just you and Manny now. She's got this look on her face like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, bye. She's like, I'm like, I don't care, bitch. Like, you're not the boss. Alex ain't gonna fire me. Believe me, I've been working here since I was 12 years old. He's a family friend. He ain't firing me, bitch. You'll be the first to go. Believe it. So she's all pissed off. I leave her there with Manny, and I dip out. Probably about 4 hours later, I get a phone call from Alex. He's like, what happened? And he sounds panicked. Not just like panicked, why did you leave work? Like something else happened. I can tell for sure. He's like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you don't know? You didn't hear what? I'm like, no, man, what is going on? He's like, look, Manny tried to rape Kayleen. He beat her up pretty bad. They're saying that she's gonna pull through, but it's not looking good. He broke her eye socket, this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? So come to find out, we hear the story later from Kayleen. After I leave, she's getting on him, this and that. She's not really saying it like that, because the way she told it was, she told him to do something, and he told her to basically go fuck herself. And she told him that if he didn't like it, he could leave and never come back. And he said something to the effects of, she doesn't have the authority to do that. And she was basically like, you're fired, you're a fat, stinky fuck, and this and that, and all these advances you've made on me. Because I guess he used to make sexual advances at her. And she never really reported it or nothing, because it wasn't a professional setting. She wasn't a professional woman. She would make remarks that weren't professional. But it don't matter. What the fuck he did was wrong. That shit was wrong on all levels. On all levels. He's a fucking piece of shit for that. So listen here, man. He busts her shit wide open. Fucks her up. Tries to rape her. And at the end of the day, Manny did like 4 years in prison. 4 years he did. And I heard that when he was locked up, them essays, man, because he was an essay. He was really Americanized. He was born here, so he wasn't really with it. He liked Superman. He liked all this weird shit. I heard they was fucking him in the ass, man. That's what I heard.